Good evening, my friends. Want to welcome everybody that's watching this broadcast on Facebook, folks that are watching this broadcast on LinkedIn Live, whether you're watching it on my YouTube channel, and for those of you that are participating in the Zoom broadcast that we're doing, welcome. We always start things out on Sunday night. It's almost like the beginning of a week. And what we're going to accomplish this week determines, how you're doing. It's another little notch on the scoreboard for you. So I'm just scrolling down for a minute, looking at some of the folks that are here. Okay. Well, we're starting our second session of boot camp on Tuesday night, and I've never had more changes that we're going to talk about because, frankly, in the last 45 days, LinkedIn especially has made many new changes. They've added features that are going to have a dramatic impact on your business. Putting up here for you to see different motivational messages about change that you could be using in your daily posts with progress, with your prospects, because you see, change is inevitable. Change is constant. Tonight, we're going to warn everybody about Facebook's recent updates, and we have a great reveal about LinkedIn's recent update. Now, for the last, I guess, 90 days, I've been looking at it for 90 days, but I started suggesting to people they use a Facebook feature. And after playing around with it, and not just from my results, but from the results that other people were having with it, I'm now advising everybody to take it off. Take it off. It's not going to help your business. By the same token, LinkedIn has made some amazing changes, amazing updates. Now, there is power when things change, especially when you're one of the first people to take advantage of it. The power of posting is continuing to change. So, a few more motivating images, only these are GIFs. These are moving images. And statistically, we're finding that when you send someone or post a moving image, you get a wider audience. So these are some examples of posts that you could be making. And, they're not geared towards a customer. They're not geared towards any kind of a product or an end user. They're just messages that anybody that's ambitious can relate to. And so in boot camp, well, actually, I've been talking about posting and using GIFs. On Tuesday, for those of you that are in boot camp, I've got a huge inventory of great new things we're going to share with everybody. All right. And for those of you that are in it, I'm looking forward to sharing it with you. For those of you that have been in previous boot camps, registration is still open. I suggest you jump in. You're going to learn a lot of new things. And the bottom line, for anybody that is trying to build a network marketing business, It's not as difficult as some people would have you believe. Now, there are new video and texting tactics on LinkedIn that are going to help all of you produce immediate results. Let me just take a look in the chat window. All right, so let's talk about them. There are new video and texting tactics that produce immediate results. You are going to love them if you've been on LinkedIn for any length of time. There are also new features that will help you talk to more prospects and follow up with them more effectively. One is a new feature called celebrations. And in the last 6 weeks, we've been demonstrating the light mode, which everyone is used to, the dark mode. In the last 2.5 weeks, we made, with the assistance of some of the folks that were in boot camp, thank you, Carla, who pointed out, based on their experience, how you can literally work around their restrictions for number of people you can contact. So we're going to show you how to use it for free. Although, if you're just jumping into boot camp, we're going to urge all of you to snap up LinkedIn's offer for a 30-day free trial for Sales Navigator. So these new LinkedIn features make it easier to build your business. 920 million professional users are on LinkedIn today. 10 million professionals with large circles of influence just joined. Why do you think all of these people are jumping on LinkedIn? And again, we're going to show you how to use it for free. So LinkedIn has been putting up limitations to the numbers of people that you can talk to. Thank you very much for this, Jacqueline. And so they have limitations to the number of searches you could do. But that doesn't mean they're endless. With a free LinkedIn Basic account, you can search for and view profiles of other LinkedIn members. You can find and reconnect with college and classmates, and you can receive unlimited in-mail messages. And the number of in-mail messages that people are receiving, mind-boggling. You can search differently than ever before, and LinkedIn is now putting limitations and restrictions on searches. Your search results are going to be different than mine. Everybody has different, what I call social media DNA. What you're putting on your profile is matched with the information on the profiles of people that you're looking for. The people with the greatest number are the ones that pop up on top. You can search for people by country. You can search for people by city or state, or distance by postal code if you're using their advanced features. But I got to tell you, this past week, our first night of boot camp, So many new things popped up. Can't believe it. When we search on LinkedIn, this has been around for about a year. You can pick out the people that are open to work. The numbers of people with open to work profiles are changing all the time. Last time I checked, 7,740,000 people were looking on LinkedIn. 1.6 million are looking for opportunities. 1.1 million are looking for an opportunity. Seeking opportunities, 3,710,000. And open to an opportunity, 2,100,000. And again, this number changes all the time. Your ability to reach out and connect with these people is going to be determined by their perception of who you are when you reach out to talk to them in the first place. Due to privacy reasons, LinkedIn is not able to publicly share the details, and this is something that Jackie got. We are not able to publicly share the details of our prevention and detection systems. Hence, we can't share with you the number of invitations you can send per week. We have invitation limits in place to protect our overall member experience and to ensure that our members only receive relevant requests. I would suggest unsending invitations to those you don't know to help clear this restriction. But the truth is, when you're following my formula and my pattern correctly, you should not fall under these restrictions. Jacqueline is new. And so they are monitoring what she's doing, but what was amazing was what LinkedIn told her. Each LinkedIn account is allotted a number of invitations. Limiting the number of invitations protects recipients from receiving excessive connection requests. So all of this is going on for your own good. If every day you jumped on LinkedIn and you got 400 messages from people trying to sell you something, well, you wouldn't be going back to LinkedIn. It also protects your experiences. Networks over 15,000 connections will affect performance, such as site speed and page loading. In setting invitation limits, we consider not only the number of invitations, but also the acceptance rate of invitations that you previously sent. Sorry, you have limitations as to how I can change connection invitations. Oh, that was what Jackie wrote. So unfortunately, it's a privacy issue. We have hackers and people who engage in fraud. If they're made aware of what our invitation limits are, this could lead to increased fraudulent activity, so we cannot release an invitation limit number. Things are changing, and folks, we're going to show you how to get around all of that. There are new video and texting tactics that are producing immediate results on Facebook. Now, in January, we jumped into it. It's been around for maybe 4 or 5 months prior to that. New Facebook tool, grow your audience, become a creator. It's amazing how LinkedIn has a creator process, which is not in your best interest. And now Facebook has added professional mode. Get paid for your content, more people can follow you. And on the surface, this looked great. So I jumped in it. I tried it for that's January, February, and 11, 12 days into March. Actually, I was done in February. Bottom line is, don't use it. If you're using it, get out of it. You can go back to, you can, with the click of a button, you could get rid of it. Using Facebook's new professional feature will actually hurt your ability to do business. Hey, I tried it. Now, Facebook is now putting more emphasis on stories for broadcasting to others. So on Tuesday night, we've already had the first session, create your profile. And for those of you that are in boot camp, please hop on these sessions and let me take a look at your profile and see how you're doing. Tuesday nights is going to be about connecting with perfect prospects. Now, there's a new daily method of operation that we're going to be introducing in boot camp to take advantage of these new changes. There is now a new daily method of following up with people that you are absolutely going to love. There are new strategies and scripts, examples of my students talking to people on all kinds of different subjects. We just aired one, I think it was on Saturday, when you're talking to somebody that has a negative attitude about network marketing. And new searching filters. So for those of you that are in current boot camp, a lot of new material. And for those of you that were in previous boot camps, even more new material for everybody. Now, social networks are a great source of free leads, going all the way back to America Online. But frankly, some social networks are better than others. Facebook is king. No doubt about it. That's the reason why all these people are rushing over to LinkedIn. So there are three things that make a social network great. First, it's the profiles. I mean, think about it. You pop on LinkedIn, you create a profile, which is basically a self-promotional website. It's a blog because people can send you messages and you can write back. LinkedIn gives you a profile where you can literally tell people your story. The purpose for LinkedIn years ago, it was supposed to be an online repository for resumes. People put their resumes, their work history up there for the headhunters to see. That's what it started with. Today, what LinkedIn is doing in an effort to learn more of your demographics, they really crossed the line. Now they're asking, now it's not enough to know the month and day you were born. They want to get the year. They're also asking questions about your sexual, whatever. Bottom line is, when you're urged to add to the demographics part of the new LinkedIn, stay away from it. Just stay away from it. It will, the more they know about you, the more people are going to be able to market to you. But the profiles are incredible. You can read a profile and pick out in advance the people that you know need and want what you have. LinkedIn profiles provide the most helpful information when you're searching for people. Second, a texting feature with tools attached so you can communicate directly and privately with other network users to chat. Chat with them, engage them in pre-qualifying conversations that will lead to more sales and less rejection. And when you do it right, they don't even know you're trying to sell them anything. You're just trying to learn more about them. LinkedIn and Facebook, these little texting features. Now we can send files. Now we can send built-in GIFs. We've been able to use the emojis for a long time in these texting systems. But LinkedIn has added a Zoom feature so that you can do a live meeting with the people that you're talking to. And finally, a searching feature to filter through the entire network population using keyword and advanced keyword searches to prospect and recruit perfect cream of the crop prospects based on your needs, your desire, and your demographics. It's a network marketer's dream come true. As a matter of fact, anybody that is marketing and trying to sell anything, if you have a clue as to who your ideal prospect is, it's a gold mine for you too. Whether you're selling insurance, farm tools, LinkedIn has the best searching features. Now, LinkedIn and Facebook are the best social networks to build your business on when you consider all of them, because they have these three features and provide you with the easiest direct access to the most people. But kind of interesting, while LinkedIn has 920 million professional users and Facebook 2.96 billion members, LinkedIn is 100 times better. Because if you subtracted the kids, if you subtracted the parents on Facebook to keep track of their kids, you eliminated the people that were looking for love or looking for something that you're not interested in. I mean, when you whittled it away, there are probably only about 1.1 billion members on the internet that you'd be interested in talking to. And before the end of the year, LinkedIn is going to have 1 billion professional users. 10 million are added every month. So my 4-step formula works on every social network. Create a profile, connect with people, communicate, and qualify them and close them. 4 C's that equal big bucks. And it's behind the success of top earning affiliate and network marketers all around the world. So at the end of the day, it's all about people. Now, Dan Ladd was building a Maluka business. He was enrolled personally with a very, very great teacher and leader in the business, Jason Fisher. So he was building a Maluka business with Jason, and then Jason died. He died. So now Dan's an orphan. He doesn't have anybody to work with. He doesn't have anybody to help him build his business. Many of you on this session tonight are orphans. The person that brought you into the business isn't there anymore. You're not a member of a team that is working together. You're an orphan. And a significant part of every network marketing business is, I would say, 70% orphans. So if you're lucky enough to be in a team, if you're lucky enough to have a leader that has a program that's working, you're very lucky. And if you're not, then you're running around trying to figure out where you can go to learn it. And man, there you got to really be careful, because many people have spent tens of thousands of dollars buying into stuff that doesn't work. But once Dan knew what he was looking for, he decided to promote his franchise business. And he knew in his heart he wanted to grow. He wanted to go beyond just talking to homeowners. Listen what happened to Dan.
Hey, Dan, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Look, I've heard from a lot of students in the last 2 or 3 days. Last time we spoke, you would use the training that you got from me to expand your franchise business. And I think you said that, now they kind of brought you and made you a partner.
Yeah, they have actually, Max. Through using your system, one of the things that happened for me is that I learned how to contact people on LinkedIn. And some of those contacts became so powerful that I was able to close a major account with Verizon Wireless, that we signed a contract for $20 million. That is to clean cell phone towers. But since then, we've also made contact with people that manage the municipal water towers and water treatment facilities. And in doing so, it has blown up my business. And it's like I said before, I never would have known how to contact people on LinkedIn. I never would have known to even use LinkedIn for that sort of thing if it hadn't been that I came across you through somebody when I was in networking. I was in network marketing. And I know a lot of people use it for network marketing, but it can be for anything. Just learning how to contact people is the biggest thing. It has been so powerful. It's just unbelievable that last year I was struggling financially. And then by the end of the year and this year, I will make over $2 million. It's unbelievable. I mean, it's like unbelievable. It's actually one of those things I was like, it's like one of those things I wasn't sure I believed it until it happened.
You know, every day I talk to at least two people that come back and echo what Dan is saying. You see, first and foremost, leads are free. You have all these people on LinkedIn that are selling leads. They're selling them. Oh, we got this system. Leads are free. You don't have to advertise. You don't need to buy leads. You don't need traffic. And if somebody has told you that in order for you to be successful, you're also going to need a funnel and you're going to need blogs, run the other way because you don't need those things. All you need is a simple profile page. And of course, a website to send people to after you started talking to them. Save your money. All you need is a simple profile page on LinkedIn. All you need is a simple profile page on Facebook, the LinkedIn phone app, so that you can take your business on LinkedIn wherever you want to go. Facebook phone app for the exact same reasons. And these apps, man, they're changing all the time. Facebook and LinkedIn are changing all the time. And there's a reason. All you need is 1 or 2 hours a day. 920 million professional users on LinkedIn, 2.96 billion users on Facebook. And you could categorize everybody. You could literally throw them into a category. For years, I've been talking about the bowl of candy and nuts. And each piece of candy, colored candy, represents a particular type of a prospect. Everyone on LinkedIn and Facebook created their profiles for a reason. The photo and cover, plus the information provided about themselves and their business and their visible daily activity, makes it clear and easy to pick the best prospects for your business. Prospects who would be interested in your business and really eager to talk to you. Now, we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. I see one of my older students has just showed up and I'm really anxious to hear how he's doing. The green M&Ms in that bowl represent business builders, people that want to make money full-time or extra income from home. Then you got recession victims, people who have just lost their job, people in Bed Bath and Beyond that have been working for them for 15 or 20 years. They just lost their jobs. Those are the orange M&Ms. The yellow M&Ms are unhappy network marketers looking for another company. The blue M&Ms are active network marketers that are open to looking at your business. And finally, the red M&Ms are people who would eagerly buy your products and could become business builders later. The key is to be looking for people that are active. The key is to be reaching out and connecting with people, and LinkedIn makes it easy. You can pick out the people that are looking for something. And it only takes a message or two to show and determine if the person on the other end is really a candidate for your business. So if you know in advance by the contents and visibility of their daily activity that they could be a perfect prospect for what you're selling, and you qualify them during a casual conversation, you're going to sell to more people and build your business faster. So LinkedIn is no longer a secret. Tens of millions of marketers are rushing to join it every month, and they force LinkedIn to make major changes. So here is what I'm going to do. Let me pop over here. And Carla writes, a 6-year-old can get leads. Yeah, they really could. So let me pop out of here. And I want to get into LinkedIn, all right? Every day you come on here, there are going to be changes. There are going to be changes. And these changes make it easier to search. These changes make it easier to network. And of course, there's all kinds of people that are going to reach out to you. Celebrations is an incredible new feature. We've been demonstrating it all week. We introduced it to everybody in our first session of boot camp. Since then, I mean, being able to connect with people that are having a birthday. I mean, this is worth, I can't even begin to tell you. Can't even begin to tell you the power that this all by itself is going to give you. The ability to follow up with people automatically based on their birthday. It's just getting better. It's getting easier. Everything is happening faster. Now, how many people did you talk to about your business last week? How many presentations did you give last week? Because the bottom line is, if you're not talking to people, and if you're not talking to a percentage of those people, then nothing's happening. Nothing. So again, it's all about everyone's perception of who you are and what you're all about. All right. So let me take a quick peek at who's here. Deanna, do you see yourself?
Yes.
Okay, Deanna, which one are you? This first one, nurse entrepreneur?
Yes.
Okay, let's take a look. So let's look at your profile. And Deanna, what are you trying to market and sell?
I'm actually a nurse, but I do help other nursing professionals get I should say get extra income.
Okay, well, that's nice, and they could certainly use it. How long have you been a nurse?
I've been a nurse for close to 15 years.
Uh-huh. And so how do you help nurses get extra income?
Well, since the pandemic, we have been working crazy hours. A lot of them have been burnt out, and a lot of them have left the profession because of it.
Right.
So what I'm able to do is, by me being an insurance broker, I also can help them find other ways or other means of making extra income without having to work 2 and 3 other nursing jobs to make ends meet.
I see. It's certainly a needed action. So is there a network marketing component to any part of this?
To some of it, yes.
So what's the network marketing component?
Well, you can sign them up as an agent, and then you would get a percentage of what they sell as an insurance broker.
Gotcha. What's the name of the company?
Oh, the Alliance.
Be what?
The Alliance.
Oh, the Alliance. Is that
Yeah.
a new company?
No, it's been around for years.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah, Alliance, an insurance company with a network marketing component.
Yes, a lot of them have that. Yes.
Amazing. Well, folks, hey, listen, I told you, everybody learns something whenever they come on here. Well, welcome. I'm going to reach out and send you a connection request, because in looking at your profile, there are a lot of things that you could do to it that would Conquer and Shine Boutique. What's this one? What's this about?
I have an online women's boutique.
Ah, you're a serial entrepreneur.
Yep, a nurse entrepreneur.
Uh-huh. So let me ask you a question. How is your well, you've only got 40 connections, so I'm guessing you're just getting started.
Yes, yes. LinkedIn is still kind of new for me.
Well, look, you're getting started, and let me just say that you are definitely on the right track. And I'm going to encourage you to jump into my boot camp that just started. I'm going to pop a link, and
Okay.
I thought I hit the connect button. Now, I know I hit the connect button. So let me just come back over here. Let's go over here. There you go. So what you have to understand is, as these social networks grow, they're constantly changing things. Constantly. And because of the folks that I work with one-on-one in my coaching program, we're logged into their accounts. And because of what we come up with in these boot camps, there is no one out there that's going to teach you all the new stuff that's coming out there. And my God, I have some things that are going to keep you from, frankly, sleeping tonight. So it looks like, let me send him a message. One of my favorite students was on. Did I get him?
Hello.
Hey, Francisco,
Hey, how are you, Max?
I'm good. I saw you were on there and I was just getting ready to bring you up and what'd you get knocked off? You got something else going on?
Yeah, I got knocked off. I'm getting back on.
Okay, super, super.
Right, right.
Bye-bye. Now, Francisco has been a student now 20 years, 21 years. He's got a great story. And what I want all of you to appreciate more than anything else, okay, is that there's nothing, absolutely nothing that he did, that he's doing, that you can't be doing. I can bring up dozens and dozens of examples of people that are having outrageous results, unbelievable results. Things are changing. You have to tap into these changes. And what LinkedIn is doing with that one feature is going to dramatically increase your follow-up rates by at least 300%. We have new texting tactics and scripts. You know, every month is different. And I'm excited for all of you that are in boot camp. Here he is. Let me unmute Francisco.
Good evening, Max.
Good evening, Francisco. How are you?
Doing good. This is what happens Sunday night, huh? You guys are having fun?
Yeah. How's the weather up there in Chicago?
Not bad. It was going up and down. It was snowing this morning. Then it stopped. So we're in the high 30s. I gotta say, we've had a very blessed winter, not like in the past. I'm in a thin jacket, not in my winter coat. There's days that, believe it or not, you're gonna laugh. There's days I'll wear shorts. So my body's getting extremely accustomed to the winter season.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Amazing. Well, you know, I'm thrilled that everything is going well for you and your family. You know what I gotta know. How the last time we spoke, I think you were up to like 400,000 people. You brought in another distributor that you thought was going to bring in, you know, at least 100,000 on his own. So should I have a drum roll?
You can.
Okay.
Well, he brought a lot of distributors, but he also combined with customers.
Mm.
So I started thinking, like, okay, is this guy for real gonna bring that many distributors? No, it was a combination of customers and distributors, and it was like close to 80,000. We're still working with him, with more coming in, and we're just very excited. We're very excited with this guy. He ran with everything. He didn't even he didn't even know like how fast he can get a hold of friends and family using social media. That's what was funny about it. I mean, I didn't laugh at him. I was just going through the whole motion. Yeah, you know, you can send everyone you want one quick shot, you know, especially a nice group chat. And almost like how we had at an AOL, those big group chats where you
Mhm.
can go in and talk. Well, I showed them how to create that. And that's where the momentum started.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. So 80,000. So did you hit 500,000 or You're
We're
still-
at like close to 580.
Wow. Okay, now for everybody listening, okay, Francisco, is what you're doing anything that anybody that's listening to us couldn't be doing?
Anyone can do this. Anyone. I mean, I'm teaching my daughter how to communicate on social media, just basic stuff that you taught me. I mean, anyone can do this. And your methods work. I mean, we're talking about what, 1998, 1999, I don't even remember. And it works. You know, the only thing that's different from then to now is that we're using video conferencing. And so social media platforms are different. It's not AOL, it's not MySpace, it's LinkedIn or Instagram or Facebook, whatever's there. But it works. It doesn't matter. You can be in Mars with a different platform. It does. Your scripts is still going to work.
And you know what was interesting about what you just said is that the one other addition to add to that list is the number of people that you have access to on a social network. I mean, on AOL, we had 36 million. It got up to 64 million, but that was 64 million. I mean, there's more people in Florida than was on AOL. You have, think about it, 290 million professionals. That's why people are rushing over to get in it. And what always happens, I've seen it happen. 27 years I've watched it happen. I watch it happen on AOL. As more people jump in, as more people join, people are tempted to just reach out and just blast people with promotional messages. Even their introductory message is a commercial for their business. And people are getting tired of it, and LinkedIn, to protect its paying membership, is taking steps to protect us. And that's right, protect us. Because you wouldn't be going back to LinkedIn every day if every time you opened up your message center or your network and you had 200 connection requests from people with an obvious sales agenda, worse than that, an obvious bogus agenda, ultimately destined to hurt you. You wouldn't keep going back. So, I mean, that's basically what's happened. And for those of you that participated in our retreat, you have a better understanding of what Francisco did. Because at the end of the day, it's all about who you're talking to. So, Francisco, when you get a chance, shoot me a little note so I can memorialize your success again, and congratulations. And I'll tell you something. And maybe Francisco, you can confirm this, but as people are building their business, and initially it might be for the financial benefits, you need a certain amount of money to live. But at some point in time, as you become more and more successful, you actually find your goals are changing, your feelings are changing. You're not worried anymore about the money, and you get more enjoyment out of executing a task and watching people that you bring into the business thrive, excel. I mean, every day, you know, and you're having a blast. So, what is your biggest thrill now, Francisco, now that you're, you know, you're where you are? What rate, what really excites you about what you're doing?
Well, it excites me that I can provide for my dad. And many people don't know this, but my father has Alzheimer's, and that's what keeps me going. You know, if I have like $1 to my name left over and everything's going to his care, I can sleep good at night. I really could. You know, because I think you and I were talking, you know, you asked me, hey, you're putting money away? Because yes, I am. You're investing? Yes, I am. All my debts are paid. Yes, I am. Do you have great bookkeeping? I do. And at the end of the day, I sleep well knowing that my father's taken care of. It really is. And plus, I gotta add this also for anyone that's on here and going into your course. You don't have to go and try to recruit the biggest person. Start with talking to people who has the same common interest, either profession, hobbies, because that's where you're going to see yourself separate from others. You mentioned that there's a lot of people who just come on and spam you and try to throw a lot of different sales techniques. What separates us from learning from Max is really simple. Go after what you can talk about for 10, 20 hours a day, nonstop. And you're going to meet individuals like you. And when you follow that script, you're going to see month after month people joining your team. And when you show them that same pattern, talk to people who have the same common hobbies or interests, you're going to notice that your team will have more different interests than you never thought of, and you're going to start growing rapidly.
Well, it's certainly, I mean, you're walking through that, and that's really the power, the attraction to get into a network marketing company. And what you're experiencing, what you're demonstrating, is what they refer to as organic growth. I mean, you bring a person into the business who knows a lot of people, they bring a whole bunch of customers, but the customers are staying. You got great retention. And the best part is they like the products enough to where they're going out and they're telling their friends about the products. They're telling their friends about what they're doing. And when you see that kind of organic growth, it gives you a sense of a relief, comfort, knowing that financially you can do the things that you want to do, but it also gives you a sense of relief. Gratitude, yes. Relief, because you're doing something that's helping people, and at the same point in time, you're also helping people not only benefit from the use of your products, but you're helping your team members benefit from it financially. I don't know how many, for those of you that were on Saturday, I gave everybody a demonstration of someone that was talking to someone about network marketing, and he came back and he said, not for me. And, we took everybody through the conversation. And at the end, the guy comes back and he says, thank you so much You know, you're the first person, because he's talked to all kinds of people in network marketing. You're the first person that ever explained it to me. And after listening to your explanation, I can definitely see something for me. I mean, I can definitely, you know, right now I'm happily employed, but that can change. You've opened up their eyes, and these people will come back to you. They'll come back to you. You'd be surprised, especially if you follow some of our suggestions about posting. Well, let's see. Wally says, what can you do if LinkedIn cuts you off after you reach out to 12 people and they say you've hit your limit for the month? Well, Wally, what you got to do is you got to wait until the month rolls over. So probably in a couple of days, try doing a search again, and you should be able to search. They limit you, give you a certain number, and when you hit that number for the month, they shut you down. And yet, so many of my students are on here, and they are not getting shut down. They're not getting the notices about reaching limits. And that, my friends, is a little bit of a skill. The better you get at connecting with people, your choices, the more successful you're going to be. So with LinkedIn, you can easily, the keyword search will help you identify perfect prospects. The advanced search will help you locate people looking for new opportunities. The notification feature will enable you to follow the activity of your prospects. The live chat will enable you to talk to people, qualify them with questions, and enroll leaders. So you always know what your prospects are doing and when they're doing it. You have a direct link to YouTube, you got a direct link to Twitter, and you got a smartphone app with video features. Add to that the ability to do live broadcasts. I'm doing one right now. As well as what's new is now they've added a live meeting and a built-in meeting or built-in Zoom feature. It's going to be easier for you. Easier. Okay? And you're all head down the same road. So let me put in for those of you that haven't registered for boot camp yet, here's a link. Go to maxsteinhardt.com/bootcamp and use the promo code Big Deal. You go to maxsteinhardt.com/bootcamp. Use the promo code Big Deal. Bootcamp just started on Thursday. On Tuesday night, our second session, all bootcamp sessions are recorded. We also created a there it is. Same thing. Yes. We created a promotion. It's called My Twofer. You go to maxsteinhardt.com/twofer. And register for 2 boot camps for less than the price of 1. There's a video there. Watch it. And I'll give you $1,176 back off when you use the promo double. You'll only pay for $59 for 2 boot camps. Finally, for those of you that are students, been in a boot camp before, then you definitely want to jump into our 90-day boot camp challenge, where over the next 3 months, we'll help you experience significant rank advancement. Anyway, that's where we are. I'm looking at the people that are here. Let's come back over here. Okay, so I've got a question here. Is there much of a difference in the March and the April boot camp? March and April. Well, you could ask that question. Is there anything different between the February and the March boot camp? And I would say a big yes. What we're introducing in the March boot camp is going to be the forerunner. Every Gwendolyn, every boot camp we do is different. Every boot camp, there are new features, there are new elements to LinkedIn that, for example, what we're going to be talking about tomorrow night. This feature right here didn't exist in January. Didn't exist. So the people who get into this earlier learn how to take advantage that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, it's all about conversation. Michael, it's looking better.
Hey, Max.
It's looking better. How's it working for you so far?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Had a crackling there. No, it doesn't sound like we have a very good connection. Okay, let me look at one more. So, David, it doesn't look like you're doing much on LinkedIn.
Yeah, I've been tied up with other things.
Well, you're making progress. At least you got a page. So, well, listen, you do this when you can. You, I guess, yeah, do it when you can. You're gonna find that it's gonna be easier for you if you're gonna put any time into to looking at this, because I think the last time you took a boot camp was maybe maybe a year or so ago. It's changed dramatically. So if you decide that you do want to spend some time, put a little effort in, I urge you to jump back into boot camp. Save you a lot of time. Is there a 90-day promo code for the 90-day challenge? No, there isn't. What we did with that was we just took I mean, that's a bargain as it is. Okay, one last thing. Nothing to prevent you all from moving up the ranks of your company, from growing faster. Just a matter of how fast you want to go. I think over the weekend they were sending out a notice about my coaching program. Just write to support@baxsteingart.com. Put coaching in the headline. And to those of you that want to go faster. Until next time, best of luck in building your business, and God bless.